This is Old North, the oldest building on the campus of the University of Central Oklahoma, where I go to school and from where I will graduate in December of this year. It is the oldest building on campus, erected in 1893. UCO has been a university since 1890, so before statehood. Now it's time for your Disturbed Morbus Rising podcast for May 27th, 2012. It's me, Guilty Pleasures with the Disturbed Morbus Rising podcast. And how is that for a little history for you? All right, so this is what we got going on this time. David's new industrial music project is going into the studio on the 31st of May, which is next Thursday. And they still don't have a name for the project yet. One thing that David did make clear, it's not going to be called like Draymond or something like that. So we can forget that right off the bat. They're just still throwing, names against the wall and see what sticks. And I'm sure that he will say something at some point saying, okay, the new musical project is called this. Anyhow. And somebody asked him on Twitter last week what he thought of his father, Y.J. Draymond, running for Los Angeles' mayor. And David thinks that his father is quote-unquote not sane and quote-unquote an ex-con making a fool of himself in his bid to become the mayor of Los Angeles. God help L.A. Okay. If a lot of this stuff ends up in David's book, Y.J. Draymond can kiss his political aspirations bye-bye, because I think personally that the elder Mr. Draymond is only running because his son is famous. Maybe he thinks he's going to get the heavy metal vote. Who knows? And another one of Y.J. Draymond's sons, Ben, released his latest single, Avalanche, on May 23rd. And I got to tell you, this is a good song. It's a little heavier than we're used to hearing from Ben, both in lyrics and with the music. But it is absolutely incredible. I mean, who hasn't felt like that? Go listen to it on bendraymond.com or on Ben's YouTube page. And Art of Dying is playing Rocklahoma this weekend. That takes place in Pryor, Oklahoma, which is up by Tulsa, which is about 100 miles from me. And so, I can't go. I'm broke. I'm a college student. Come on. For real? But I hope that anybody who does have tickets and they are going, I hope you have a great time. It's supposed to be a fantastic festival. And one of these days, yours truly is going to get up to Pryor, Oklahoma and see this thing for herself. According to David's Twitter, the Disturbed Adrenaline Mob episode of That Metal Show is now going to be shown, quote-unquote, in August. When in August? I don't know. If anybody knows, please let me know so I can say it during the next podcast. And finally, David teased some of his more gullible Twitter followers this week by saying he was going to stop using the big letters in his tweets, i.e. caps. And some people actually fell for it. And then he told them, I'm never going to stop using capital letters. Build a bridge and get over it already. But he was only teasing. So if you think he's going to stop using capital letters, psych! All right. That's really all I have got for this week. And if you've got anything for me to use in the next podcast, which I think will probably be sometime in the middle of June, please send it along to me to my email, Twitter, or Facebook accounts, and they'll be below the video screen that you're watching. I also have them on it's going to be one of the last things that you see on the video itself, but you can't click those, so I will place them on there. So if you've got anything, I would love to use it. And once again, if I do use it, and if I do use what you contribute, then I will mention you by name, I promise. that is really all I have right now, Disturbed Ones. I'm Guilty Pleasures, and we are Disturbed Morbus Rising. Peace, love, and heavy metal. Rock on, my brothers and sisters. Rock on.